Early warning signs. The Rial under Ahmadinejad. In 2005, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad assumed the presidency of Iran. At that time, the Iranian Rial held a value of 900 tomans to $1. This exchange rate masked underlying economic vulnerabilities. Ahmadinejad's policies, however, would soon expose and exacerbate these weaknesses. His government implemented populist economic measures. These measures included subsidies and increased government spending. While initially popular, these policies ultimately fueled inflation. Furthermore, Ahmadinejad's confrontational foreign policy led to crippling international sanctions. These sanctions targeted Iran's crucial energy sector. The sanctions made it increasingly difficult for Iran to export its oil. This severely limited the country's access to foreign currency. The combination of economic mismanagement and sanctions triggered a steady devaluation of the Rial. By 2013, the Rial had plummeted to over 3,000 tomans to the dollar. This marked a significant drop in purchasing power for ordinary Iranians. The cost of imported goods soared. Basic necessities became increasingly unaffordable for many. The Rial's decline during Ahmadinejad's tenure served as an early warning sign of the economic storm to come. A glimmer of hope, the nuclear deal, and its collapse. Hassan Rouhani's 2013 election brought hope for Iran's economy. He prioritized reviving the economy and addressing sanctions. This led to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal, offering sanctions relief. Iran agreed to limit its nuclear program. The deal boosted the economy briefly. In 2018, the US withdrew from the deal. Sanctions were reimposed, causing economic turmoil. The Rial lost significant value. The perfect storm: renewed sanctions and geopolitical upheaval. The period following the US withdrawal from the JCPOA saw a confluence of factors that exacerbated the Rial's decline. The reimposition of US sanctions crippled Iran's oil exports. This deprived the country of vital foreign currency earnings. The COVID-19 pandemic further strained the Iranian economy, disrupting global trade and impacting Iran's non-oil sectors. Adding to the economic woes, geopolitical tensions soared in the region. The assassination of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani in 2020 raised fears of a wider conflict. This further undermined investor confidence in the Iranian economy. The Rial continued its downward spiral. By 2024, the Rial had plummeted to over 60,000 tomans to the dollar. This marked a staggering devaluation from its 2005 value. The situation worsened further with the return of Donald Trump to the White House in 2024. Trump's victory fueled fears of a return to his hardline policies towards Iran. This triggered a fresh wave of panic selling of the Rial.
The economic and geopolitical landscape during this period created a perfect storm. The combination of sanctions, the pandemic, and regional tensions left the Iranian economy in a precarious state. The Rial's value plummeted, reflecting the deepening crisis.
A nation in crisis, the human cost of economic collapse. The collapse of the Rial has had devastating consequences for ordinary Iranians. Hyperinflation has become a fact of life. Prices for basic goods and services have skyrocketed, making it increasingly difficult for families to make ends meet. The cost of imported goods, particularly essential medicines, has become prohibitive for many. The Rial's collapse has led to a sharp decline in living standards. Millions have been pushed into poverty. The middle class has been particularly hard hit, seeing their savings and purchasing power evaporate. The economic crisis has fueled social unrest. Protests have erupted across the country as people express their frustration with the government's handling of the economy. The situation in Iran underscores the profound human cost of economic mismanagement, sanctions, and geopolitical instability. The Iranian people are facing an unprecedented crisis. Addressing this crisis will require a multifaceted approach, including structural economic reforms, a reduction in regional tensions, and a return to diplomacy and dialogue.
It's become so hard to keep up with the rising prices. Every day it feels like things are getting more expensive. It's a struggle just to afford the basics.
The cost of raw materials has gone through the roof. We can't keep our prices low, and that means fewer people can afford what we produce. It's a vicious cycle.
Our savings have lost so much value. We worry about the future, about how we'll manage to provide for our children. It's a constant source of stress.
Many of us are looking for alternative ways to secure our financial future. Cryptocurrencies, for example, have become an option for some. But it's risky, and not everyone can take that chance.